happy Tuesday. I hope you're feeling blessed and refreshed. I'm back again with another one, and today I'm live. Happy Tuesday. So happy that it's Tuesday already. Time is going so fast, it seems like. I am having a great morning. I've been up early as always, and I'm just coming with a quick live this morning. Let's see if I can get the music to play on the background here. Good morning, Tamika. Hey, Cherry. Hey. So loud over the word. All right. I'm so glad you can join me today. I really appreciate you for being here. Um, Thank you again for helping me reach my 1K, y'all. Now, as a lot of people are trying to get watch hours, but I'm not going to get discouraged. I'm going to keep coming, as much as I can. I do have Tuesday talks today at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and we talk about things primarily outside of YouTube. The last couple of weeks, we've talked about foods that are short in the stores and some foods and some of their shelf life uh, spans. So this week we'll talk more about food shortages, maybe some of the reasons why we have food shortages. So I'm looking forward to that. Um, oh, okay. All right, thank you, Terry. I appreciate you. All right, let's not waste no more time. I don't want to make it too long for those coming back on the replay. Um, so basically, today's conversation is about morals. Um, in the generation that we are in today, our kids are they're something else. They don't look they're not coming up the way that I was raised anyway. And even the generation up under me is, just a piece of work. So I'm just coming as a motivation and some type of encouragement for somebody today. Maybe you are, maybe you're a mother, maybe you're raising kids, or maybe you're not, or grandma, anything like that, and you have younger children, even teenagers around you. Um, we want to be sure to put get those morals into our kids, so that hopefully they can come up on the right path as we did, and not on the other uh, on the other side of the fence, which I've been seeing. It's like the internet, social media has really impacted our children. I will say that, me personally, my girls, they do have their iPads. They're on YouTube Kids or whatever. They play Roblox or what have you. But we also find time to come back together and to, talk about things that are going on in the world and how to handle certain things. So, I'm here to encourage you as I encourage myself. Let's raise these kids up the right way, y'all. They just need you as a good influence for them overall. So today we got 10 steps to raising a child with morals. Thank you for being here while you're on the road, Cherry. I appreciate you. So if you want your children to be smart, you probably, you know, keep them on top of their schoolwork, right? And if you want them to be a good athlete, you make sure they go to practice. Well, if you want them to be a musician, you make sure that they get the instrumental practice, right? Just like homework. It's like those things are like the basics. Um, if we want something bad enough for our kids, we'll make sure that they get it, right? If they're interested in a new instrument or if they're interested in football or baseball, You're gonna make sure they get to those practices, and you're gonna make sure that they practice and do what they need to do at home to be the best that they can be. So that's the same thing with morals. You can have the same um, mindset. There's just certain steps that can be taken to to get the kids to that point. And obviously consistency is key. But they pretty much follow behind us. They follow behind what we might do or not do. So that's just really something to think about. A lot of us don't think about the fact that our children are really mirroring everything that we do. Um, Most of the time, the goal of raising a child with morals is taken for granted because you know it's often neglected. Honestly, who actually thinks about raising a child with morals? You know, morals could be a big word. It could be a scary word, maybe for a young mother or somebody who's never done this before, maybe a brand new mom or dad who has a new teenager and they're kind of rocky. They don't know um, whether they're coming or going. You just have to be that cheerleader for them. You have to be that coach for them. Just like if you want them to get into a sport or an activity, you got to do the same thing with these morals, y'all. Good morning, Tammy C. Thank you for being here. Um, so then, when the goal of raising a child with morals is neglected, then you end up with a child who is cheating or lying or stealing, or maybe they're even a bully in some cases. So just like there's things that you can do to help your child who might be an athlete or a straight A student, there's things that you can do to raise your child to have morals too. So, like I said, we're going to discuss 10 tips today. The first tip is to live your life the way you want the child to live theirs. Like I said, they mirror every single thing we do. If you are not being the best version of yourself, if you're not being genuine, if you're not being honest, if you're not working hard, or if you're not controlling your attitude, so on and so forth, your children won't do that either. They mirror every single thing we do, and which is pretty much self-explanatory, but it just hits a little differently when you can see an example of where, oh man, I might have lost my cool here with the kids on this situation, and now they're losing their cool with each other on this situation. It definitely makes a huge difference. So the second thing on the list is to set consistent standards for right and wrong. You can't tell your kids, no, it's not okay to fight today, and then tomorrow just let them fight because you're tired, because you don't want to really pay attention. And that's not fair to them, and really it's confusing them. So, that's a moral to set inside of them as you are encouraging them, encourage yourself to be consistent. Let them know what's right from wrong. Every single time they do something wrong, the punishment is the same. Every single time they do something right, the praises are the same. A lot of us are quick to, fuss at our kids and be upset with them and so on and so forth because they've done something wrong. But how many of us lift them up, make them feel like, what they've done is worth some praises, you know? The same thing with us as adults. I'm sure that we want our boss to lift us up, or maybe we want our subscribers to lift us up and to keep us motivated. We got to do the same thing for our kids and each other. Have a great day. Have to get my day started. Okay, Tammy C's, I appreciate you being here. You have a great day as well. So number 3 on the list is to affirm your child's good actions. Like I said, let them know when they did good. Praise them. Um, a thing that we do here in the house is little Zizi is still potty training. So, she is able to go to the restroom and things like that. We not only let her put stickers on a board or give her a piece of candy sometimes. We actually make a lot of noise. We clap, scream, we holler. The fact that she has went to the restroom, big deal. You want to do that every single time. And it's just set those good practices inside of your child. You can do that with anything. Um, Just like if you have, let's say you have a little bitty one who is learning how to walk or talk. I've learned that um, making a song for every single thing helps the children tremendously. I mean, we have a song for everything, and it doesn't necessarily have to be Coco Melon. It can be something made up that includes the child's name, but it's gonna make them recognize that they've done something good, or whatever they've done, they need to do that again, or they said this word, let's say it again. But what's funny is they're gonna start singing it to you the way that you sing it to them. So that's just a tip. Number four is to give your child the reasons behind the rules. Now, I know that a lot of us don't want to do this, me included. We can just tell our kids, go clean up your room, or wash the dishes, or so on and so forth. Well, let's let them know why, especially if they're little. My youngest is 3. She understands basic conversations just like me and you. So I talk to her just like this. And I let her know, I need you to come over here and pick up your toys that you put in the floor, please. And she'll say, why? She's at that stage. Everything is why. Now, don't get upset. Just let them know why. And if they say it again over and over, let them know over and over. Because again, you're being consistent and you are setting those morals inside of your children to let them know, hey, clean up that mess that you made. Nobody wants to step on your toys. Nobody wants to, have things all on the floor. That's not where things go. So, when you tell them to wash the dishes, hey, nobody wants rodents. Um, you know, you don't want somebody to come over your house and there's dishes in the sink. So don't be afraid to give your child the reasons behind the rules that you're giving them, because overall they need that, and they can take that, they can take it on to their kids in the future. So if they're an older sibling, they can help raise the little one by, put those morals to them as you're putting it to the older. So number 5 will be to draw your child's attention to people's feelings. Let your child know that wasn't very nice, or that you really hurt my feelings when you did that, and things like that. And you might say, why? Why would I tell my child that they hurt my feelings, that they hurt their feelings? I'm the parent. I should be disciplining them, right? Yes and no. You don't want every single day, every single minute to be pointing the finger at the children, or raising your voice at the children, or making them do things. You want um, to spend some good time with them as well, and just reinforce the fact that every person has feelings, that God wants us to show up the same way every time. God shows up the same way for us, and He wants us to show up the same way. We do fall short, and that's what we go and we ask God for forgiveness. But in the meantime, in between time, we want to put this into our children that, hey, people have feelings. God tells us to love, God tells us to forgive, and understand, and so on and so forth. So, um, just making sure that your child understands that their action, all actions cause a reaction. And a lot of older kids are going to understand that, but even if they're younger, if you break it down a little more, they should understand that as well. So number 6 will be to talk to your child about the importance of being kind. It seems like nobody's kind nowadays. And even if they are kind, it's a lot of times it's just like they're pretending to be kind. So what do you think that the children are doing? They're mimicking the behavior. And what are they doing? They're not being kind to each other. They're going to school. They're not being kind. They have attitude. Hey, figure out what this attitude is for. Your job as a parent is to get down to the bottom of that. Talk to your children. Find out what's going on with them. Find out, if they're having a good day or a bad day. Maybe the day was not good or bad. It was just so. You want to talk to your kids every single day and get down to the bottom of that, so that they can continue to show up kind, so that they can continue to, um, you know, understand how to move when they have another child or peer come at them with a certain type of attitude. Maybe that child is dealing with something at home maybe that child is not uh, being talked to the way that you're talking to your kids. So just put that in them and let them know that, hey, everybody does not come up the same way. Everybody is on a different path in life, but overall, you have to be kind. You have to stay kind, even when you don't want to. Why? Because God tells us to. And on top of that, it just makes life easier. You look around and you see all the negative and all the mean people and how the kids treat each other and so on and so forth. And just put that into your children that you don't want them to come up to be that same way. And as you're doing that, make sure you practice what you preach because again, they're picking up off of everything that we do. So number 7 on the list is to show your disapproval or unacceptable behavior. So at the same time that you are letting them know that they did something wrong, you're letting them know why they did something wrong. You're letting them know how to fix that in the future. Let them know that it's not acceptable what they did. But then, and on the other hand, don't forget to lift them up again as they do good. Bring them up, bring up their spirit. Let them know that they've done good. You know, let's just say this time I asked Nene to wash the dishes, and she did an awesome job. But the next time that I ask Nene to wash the dishes, she has does the dishes. So what do? Sorry, I live on a busy street. So what I do as a parent, I come to her and I let her know what she's done wrong, why she's done it wrong. Let her know that I don't approve of what you've done. You didn't wash the dishes properly. If someone can get sick, you leave old food on these dishes. What if you had company and you brought out these dishes and they were dirty? What would they think? You really want to have those conversations with your kids. Let them know when they did something that is not okay so that they don't continue to do it. The reality is, children, they'll try it. They'll try it over and over and over again. But it's up to us as a parent to, uh, put that into their head that this is not okay and continuously do that. Be consistent. Being consistent is going to make a world of difference. I guarantee. I'm encouraging you as I encourage myself. But there's somebody out there needs to hear this. That's what I'm here for. So then the next thing you can do, number 8, will be to build your child's confidence to make good decisions. A lot of times, my oldest Mimi is like, she might be working on a project and she has the right idea. She comes to me and she says, Mom, I'm thinking about doing this, that, and the other, but I don't know if this, that, and the other will happen. Me being a parent, wanting to build my child's confidence to make the best decision, I'm going to let her know that, first of all, what she said made sense and to have the confidence in herself to know that the decision that she made is the right decision. Don't let anybody deter you from what you want to do. Letting that child know that they are worthy, that they are important, that they are loved, that they do things right a lot of the time, but not always do things wrong. That just helps build their confidence. Just to say, oh, you look so cute and secure, or oh, you look very handsome and nice and clean today. Oh, you smell nice. Saying those things to your children, even the little bitty children, is going to make them fill up with joy, guaranteed. And it's going to put them on the right path to want to be that. They want to show up that same way all the time. And they're only going to get better because they know if nobody else is going to comment them, mom or dad is going to comment. So build up your child's confidence. Number 9 is to stress fairness in games. A lot of kids are, you know, they go to school and they're learning and such, but most of the kids are just there so that they can go to recess. They're ready for recess or lunch, right? Well, as they go on recess and they playing with the other kids, just let them know, teach them how to be fair. Even if Jimmy Bob or whatever his name is not being nice, he's not playing kind, he's not being fair. Uh, he's taking the ball, it's not even his turn, so on and so forth. Let your child know that, hey, it's not okay that he's doing this. I'm sorry that this is happening, but you, as my child, continue to show up the same way. If you continue to show up kind, confident, um, and with morals, speaking to your child, then everybody else has no choice but to follow the line. But you, as a parent, you have to feel confident in yourself to bring it to your child over and over and over again, because it's going to happen over and over and over again. Staying consistent and continuously bringing your child up in situations like that, um, especially when playing games at recess or even at home with the other kids, just being fair. You know, um, what, the thing is with hanging out with other kids, you never know how they're being raised. You never know if they're being talked to the same way that you're talking to your kids. So you want to also remind your children that everybody is raised different, and to not be judgmental when it comes to other children and how they act. If you want to be a friend, be a friend. But continue to be that same friend. Continue to show up the same way. Me personally, I have two girls. I have one that's 11 and one that's 3. So my 3-year-old is very intelligent. I can talk to her just like I talk to you. But there's some things that I have to, I have to, let me say, like word it different so that she understands. For instance, um, she's learning the difference between lying and telling the truth. I think lie is a bad word, so I don't say the word lie. I ask her, "Is that the truth? Did you tell the truth?" And she says, "No, I didn't tell the truth," or "Yes, I did." And this is one of the morals, y'all. Putting that into our kids is so very important. Hey, good morning, K Life. I didn't see you there. I'm sorry. Good morning. Good to see you. Um, and number 10 on the list is just to show admiration for the moral heroes and the moral achievement. Meaning, when they do, when they do something that shows that they have good morals, praise them. Let them know over and over again. You did this on Tuesday, and that was such an awesome thing that you did. You were so kind to that kid when he was being so mean to you. Kept you cool, and you were just so awesome for that. Keep being great. Do the same thing on Wednesday. I saw that kid come at you again, and you were still so kind and so sweet. You were doing amazing. Keep up the good work. Don't stop. When I'm saying this to you, I'm saying this to my 11-year-old as well, just like that. Bring them up in the way that you want them to go. Literally, the Bible says it, and it's a fact of life. My girls are 8 years apart. I had a whole 8-year-old when this other baby came along. By that time, I thought my 8-year-old knew everything. No, still got some learning. But she's big for her age. So a lot of people look at her like she's childish. She's not. You gotta remember that also our kids, they are growing up fast. They look different. New generation, y'all. So just because they don't look their age doesn't mean they're not their age. Still treat them as as their age and not older. Don't expect things from them that you wouldn't expect from 4 or 5-year-olds. For instance, she just here, she's on 3. She was like 5. They says, yes, it's important to always teach them right because that's what's wrong with a lot of kids today. I know that's right. And that's what brought me here to talk about this morning is just because I've just been seeing, just the different personalities in the kids here or there. And it's sad because it comes back to the parents. But a lot of us parents nowadays are young. We don't understand. So I'm here to try to motivate somebody. Somebody needs to hear this. So that's pretty much it, you guys. That's 10 things on the list. I just wanted to keep it short so that those can come back on the replay and catch this message, y'all. It is so important to raise these kids with these morals. Let me tell you. Um, if not, you're going to end up with a kid that is cheating, lying, stealing, they're bullies, they're mean, so on and so forth. Like, nobody has time for that. There's enough of that in the world. Raise your kids up the right way, y'all. Don't let them part. into this world. Hey, Paper Chase Me, good to see you. Thank you for being here. So I'm just gonna go through those 10 things again. Hey, good morning, Rooks. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I was just here as a brief live this morning to talk about 10 steps to raising a child with morals. Number one again was to live your life the way you want your child to live theirs. You have to be that image. You got to be that mirror because they're looking at you every single second of the day, every day, and they always will. So try not to lose your cool because just know that that child is gonna lose their cool when it comes down to time for them to keep cool. They can't keep cool because they're copying off of something that's not right. Anytime, yeah. So number two again was to set consistent standards of right and wrong over and over again. If this is wrong every single time, not just today and tomorrow, but not the next day because I don't feel like it. No, if it's wrong all the time. If it's right, lift them up, let them know that they've done right. Continuously praise them every single time they do right. Little ones, um, they're really repetitious. So mine will say, look look what I did, over and over and over. And I can tell her, you did such a good job over and over again, and she's going to continue to bring it back. Keep lifting her up. Keep lifting them up. Okay, appreciate me. Love the name. Hope everyone's having a great day. Yes, a good day. I can't complain. Facts. Yes, facts. So number three, again, was to affirm your child's good behavior. Praise them when they do good, over and over and over. Number four was to give your child the reason behind the rules. A lot of us as parents don't want to do that. They don't want to let the children know why I got to clean up my room because I told you so. No, that doesn't work anymore. This honestly is just mean. It is, um, you're cutting them short of their morals. Honestly, I'm gonna let them know that hey, I need you to pick up the toys because I don't want to walk on these toys. I don't want to have company when they come in and there's things all over the floor. You want to clean up behind yourself. You don't want things to get dumpy like this. Come on, let's do this together. And when the kids see you being active, they're gonna want to be active. So you can't lay in the bed or sit in a chair and say, hey, go over there and pick up this, that, and the other. They're gonna feel like, why can't you do it? So now I'm thinking from a child's mindset. I have two, the 11-year-old and the 3-year-old. And we might not, sorry, I live on a busy street. You might not want to think of it that way, but it's true. They're looking at us like, why can't you do it? Put these morals inside of them now so that they can continue this, so that they can continue to share this information. Yes, these things are missing. We have to take our children back. Yes, things are getting so bad out here. These morals can help make the change. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Just being on social media, I'm really primarily here on YouTube. Sometimes I go to Facebook and Instagram to promote myself. And when I go on Facebook, I see my family. And majority of them are adults or whatever, but there's some who are teenagers who did whatever they had to do to get a Facebook page. Things that I see, oh man, they're heartbreaking. So I'm here to motivate somebody to get up and get going, to pour yourself into your kids because nobody else is gonna do it. They need it. They need it so much. Right. We have to think of it the way they do sometimes, unfortunately, but it makes sense. Yep, they may not mean any harm. They just want to know why. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. And my 3-year-old's like, why? 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 I wouldn't dare tell her because I said so. I'm gonna let her know why every time, consistently. All right. So, draw your number five is to draw your child's attention to people's feelings because everybody is out here for self. And it's okay to be for self, but it's also not okay to be for self. If you're for self, you don't care who you hurt, how you hurt them, or why. We don't want our kids to do this, especially going to school with other kids. I always tell mine, intimidation is a crime. Don't try to be big and bad or anything bigger than what you are. It's a crime. You never know what children are going through. Um, so that brings me into number 6. Talk to your child about the importance of being kind. You never know what kids are going through. You teach your kids to be kind and to remain kind, and it's hard. It is so hard. I'm a living witness. Right now, the way you see me today, exactly, need a good balance. Yes, thank you, Terry. The way that you see me today is not the way that I have always been. Let me be honest. I had an attitude problem. I was um, just mean. I didn't want to be around people. I liked my bubble. I didn't want to come out of my bubble. Okay. But when I had my child, my oldest was 11, I was 25 years old. And that was the time of changing my life. It was the time that a lot of my friends were getting out, partying, and doing this and that and the other. I had to change my life for the better. And as I got older, I got more patient. And, you know, now me and my daughter, we have these talks about everything. So number 7 again was to show your disapproval of unacceptable behavior. Let them know why they did something wrong, not just because you said so. Over and over again, they're going to continue to do the same thing. They're going to continue to test you, and you got to continue to show up the same way. Teaching them, just teaching them. A lot of times nowadays, parents are wrapped up in other activities and other people. Like they have no time for their children. But I'm telling you, you got to put them babies first, y'all. Put the babies first, so that they can always be your baby. You know what I'm saying? No matter how old they get, they know that they can always come to you, talk to you. You will always lift them up. You will always let them know when they've done wrong. That brings me to number 8. Build your child's confidence to make good decisions. Build your child's confidence to make good decisions. Praise them when they do good. Let them know when they done wrong. Let them know why they done wrong and what they can do to fix it. It's all a process. Number 9, stress fairness in games. A lot of kids, teenagers, so on and so forth, they're playing games, they're playing Roblox, they're playing football, they're playing hockey or whatever. You got to let them know that, be fair. Be fair in all games, even at recess. Number 10 is to show admiration for moral heroes and moral achievements. You got somebody who is famous, who might be in the limelight or something, and you like their morals, you like who they are, so on and so forth. Share that with your kids. Give them a little history about whoever that might be. Let them know why you admire them so much, and maybe help them find somebody to admire. You know, you should be the number 1 person that your child admires, mother or father, grandma, aunt, cousin, whoever. If you're raising that child, they should look at you as like you're golden. Let me tell you what, you got to look at them the same way. Let me look over here. Yes, it's tough out here for kids. They have so many influences, social media and all. Yes, some of us didn't have all of these obstacles. It's different for them. That is so true. That is true. Yes. I will be 36 on my birthday coming up here soon. And um, I've never been so anxious for anybody else until now. And I'm working on that. But I'm anxious for our kid, for my kid, even when she leaves the house. Not because I think something's going to happen to her, but because I think that her confidence is going to be broken down. Somebody's going to be mean to her. Somebody's not going to play fair with her. Somebody's going to point the finger at her. So it's hard as a parent, but you have to do that at home so that when they walk out into the world, there's no question. There's no question. And remember that we don't, to put that into your kids, they don't need validation from anybody. No man, because no man has a heaven or hell to put them in, right? Express that to your kids. They smart. The kids are smart, y'all. Talk to them just like I'm talking to you. It'll come over better. Let me see. Amen. Put them first. Yes, absolutely. Over the social media, over the friends, over that partner, over the alcohol, over the drugs, over the work, the job, over the YouTube, like all that. If somebody needs to hear it, it's just true. Hey Buddha, how are you, Buddha? Right, right. I feel the same. The world can be so cruel. Yeah, so cruel. And it's sad. It's actually bittersweet because you know that you got to get your kids ready to go out into this world, you know, but you also just know that you can build them up for this world. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say that me personally coming up, um, I had my mom was the best. She was so cool, so supportive. We had talks and everything. And my dad, he was very smart, as far as like street smart and car smart and tech savvy and stuff like that. So he taught me things that way. But how many times can you say that your parents just said, "I love you. You're doing great. Keep up the good work. You look great. You smell great. Oh wow." And really build you up. How many of us can say that our parents built us up a majority of our life? And my parents did a phenomenal job with me, I will say, but I can't say that they boosted my confidence like that. Or maybe they didn't know to do that. We're in a new generation. Or maybe they thought it was more important to work and make sure I had everything I needed and wanted, make sure I was happy that way versus building my confidence. And those morals definitely were put inside of me, from being a kid. So let's not forget about that. We got to put those into our kids. Right, right. Yeah. Morning, we have to let them know. Yes, we do. I'm really enjoying this conversation with y'all. Um, I got to get in when I can with these lives. So it works for me early in the morning when my little one is asleep. And again, I have Tuesday talks coming up today at 6 p.m. We talk about different things. Last couple of weeks, we talked about food shortages and things like that. Today, we're going to talk about kind of the same thing and why we're having food shortages. Good morning, Odom. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Right, we have to prepare them. Exactly. Yeah. Everybody's saying good morning. This is a good live. Thank you so much. So, like I said, I don't want to keep it long because I want you guys or those to come back on the replay and enjoy it. Um, just stay encouraged, you guys. As I always say, stay encouraged. Um, we gotta be here for each other because nobody else is gonna be here for us. We gotta be here for our kids because nobody else is gonna be here for them. And remember that you never know what other kids or other people are going through. So just be kind. Be kind, even if it's just letting somebody know, oh, you look nice. I like your shirt. Oh, those are some cool glasses. Anything to build somebody up, y'all. Stay encouraged in this world, okay? Write down your goals in your blue book with your blue pen. Checking them off a little bit at a time because slow and steady wins the race, y'all. Remember, this is not a competition. Anything that you are doing, whether it be YouTube, whether it be work, whether it be whatever, you're not in competition with anybody but yourself. Get up every day and grind harder to please who? Yourself. Okay. Take a risk today. Do something you've never done. Why? Because you want to be able to congratulate yourself, pat yourself on the back, and be like, hey, I did it. Even if I didn't make it, whatever it is, I tried. Take a risk today. Remember that somebody was not able to take a risk today. Somebody was not able to wake up, get up, open up the windows, open up the blinds, feel the cool air, see the sunshine, hear the birds, hear the kids screaming. Thank God for today. Somebody was not able to see it, y'all. Somebody will not see it ever again. Remember that this life is just something that we passing through. This road of life is narrow. Everything and everybody can't go down this road with you. You know, that's just real life. Everybody trying to get to the bag. They're trying to have the new Nikes and the purses and this and that and this and that. All that stuff, y'all, it can't go with you. Where we gotta go, all that stuff can't go. Keep your circle small. Build your kids up. Build yourself up. Build those around you up. How you doing, you new? Thank you for being here. Be consistent in whatever you do. Whatever works for you works for you. Just keep doing it. Don't stop. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here so y'all can come back and catch the replay. Thank you again for being here. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. I always appreciate you. Okay? Always. I will hopefully see you later today, 6 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be open panel, so whatever the topic is, you can come up on the panel. We can talk about it for about an hour every single Tuesday. And then on Friday, it would be Family Feud Fridays. Hey, Kenneth, I'm sorry if I didn't see you there. How you doing? Good morning. It's so good to see you here all the time. Blessings to all of you, okay? I'm going to go ahead and end it, y'all. That's it. That's all. As always, remember, be true to yourself. Because if you can't be true to yourself, you can't be true to nobody else. Bye-bye.